All right, so this is what the quadratic looks like, all right? Hopefully you took the time while I paused it, you plotted those points. All right, now I'm going to graph the linear equation. And again, you could do slope-intercept, right? This is your slope, which means you're going to go up 2, right 1, and 6 is your y-intercept, which is where you're going to start. So if you know slope-intercept, it's going to go a lot faster. All right, so we're going to start at 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go up 2 and over 1. Up 2 and over 1. All right, we only got 3 points, so we're going to want to go backwards. So I'm going to go in reverse. I'm going to go the opposite of up. I'm going to go down 2. I'm going to go the opposite of right. I'm going to go left 1. And I'm going to keep extending this as far as I can go. All right. Now I got enough points because I already crossed in 2 spots. All right, so here's my system of equations. I have 2 solutions because it crossed in 2 spots, here and here. All right, so I'm going to write down my solutions, which look like they are negative 1, 2, 3, 0, and positive 1, 8. Now I want to show you something how you could solve this without even using the without even graphing it. So if you are not able to print this sheet, you can get the answer by using the graphing calculator. So if I go back to y equals, I already had my quadratic equation in there. I'm not going to clear it out. I'm going to hit the down arrow. Now I'm going to put the linear equation in. Now think about what's going on here. The solution is where these 2 cross. When they cross, they have the same y value. So I'm going to go to my graph first, get an idea where they cross. One place it crosses to the left of 0, and on the second one it crosses to the right of 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my table now, look for those points. So if you look at the one on the right, what you're going to notice is when x is 1, they both have the same y value. So I'm going to write that here on my table of values. Right? And I'm going to skip a little bit. Right? Same y value. See that? That's telling me that 1, 8 is the solution. Now the other solution we said was to the left a little bit. So I'm going to go backwards. And look at that. At negative 3, if you look at negative 3, the y values are both 0. So if I put all these values in, these are the ones I really care about. They have the same y values. That makes them the solution. So if you put both equations in, and then you find on the table where the y values are the same, those are your solutions. So that's how you can double check your work. All right, so I'm going to have you try a couple more of these. You know what, maybe we'll do one more. Let's do one more together, and then you can try these. All right, so I'm going to graph on number 5, x squared minus 6x plus 9. Here's my graph. I'm seeing that everything's pretty much to the right. So I'm going to go to positive values for y. For x, I mean. All right, looks like I'm going to start at 0. All right, we got 0, 9. All right, you can pause the video at any point and plot these points. These are the points I'm plotting. 1, 4. 2, 1. 3, 0. At 4, it goes back up to 1. At 5, it goes back up to 4. And at 6, it goes back up to 9. So this is what our quadratic looks like. All right, I'm going to graph my linear. Now remember, in order to graph it, it's got to be y equals. So you got to bring that 7 over. So it's y equals 2x minus 7. When you bring it over, the sign changes. So our slope is up 2 over 1, right? That's our slope. Our y-intercept's negative 7, all right? All right, so we're going to start at negative 7. I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. Now you got to be very careful, right? And hopefully you realize I got to try to be as straight as possible. All right? If you look, this crosses at one. I missed the whole thing. You missed. There's the graph. Here's my graph. And it crosses in this one point here. So there's only one solution here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Our solution, S, is 4, comma 1. Again, like I said, if I go to my calculator and I put both equations in, I could see that the solution is somewhere to the right. So I'm going to start looking at positive values for x, right? And when I look, hopefully you see that at 4, both y values are 1. So I'm going to mention that here so you see it, right? I'm going to put a couple values, but the key one is at 1, same y value. That's our solution. All right? So try some more of these and look for the solutions. I'm going to post them.